I think we got a plan, right?
We got a plan!
So that means one more video now.
One more video!
One more great song. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get hydrated.
Because I'm almost out of my Coke Zero.
Yeah, that's the real sign that we're done, is when you're out of Coke.
Filming today.
Sorry this ruined your plan to wear glasses all day.
It's okay.
Okay.
I could always wear my glasses in the videos.
Yeah, I think we've done a couple where you did that. Rarely, but there's a couple floating out there somewhere.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I can't do glasses. I gotta wear contacts.
Yeah, because you're church stuff.
Church stuff and party stuff.
Yeah. Because
football.
People would be horrified if you came to the football party with glasses on.
Nerd. There's a nerd at the jock party.
You're not allowed to watch football. You gotta hang out with the other nerds.
This will be like a month later.
Yeah, you can't use this, so people will be like, what are they talking about?
From when we're filming this, the Super Bowl is tomorrow. So, okay.
Anyway, so we talked enough about the Super Bowl, which will have no relevance when this video actually comes out.
Let's start. Go!
All right, time to go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nathan on Shuffle and to our latest episode of the Sunday Shuffle. I've got Jana with me.
Hello. And
this is the show where we listen to prog music together. We shuffle into a random prog song, mostly ones that Jana hasn't heard before, and we listen together and comment on it afterwards. So slowly, very slowly, introducing you into progressive rock over the past, 3 years or something?
Yeah. If I do what do we do, 40 songs a year? Yeah,
something like that.
Past 100.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great.
Well past. So you've heard at least 100 prog songs. So whoever thought.
So lame.
Whoever would have thought, right?
Yeah, who would have thought? Seems like hardly any. How many more are on the list?
Well, right now,
344 songs still on the list.
Still on this list. I inserted a lot of classic prog stuff because I thought, why not just shuffle through everything that ever existed in prog. No, I'm just kidding. I put pretty much any classic prog album, just every song from every classic Genesis, classic Yes, classic Jethro Tull,
Nice.
So
look at that one called Squonk.
Yeah, do you want to just? We'll do Squonk. Ready?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. So let's shuffle.
No, let's shuffle.
Let's
Next
shuffle.
Time.
Maybe we'll to it by happenstance. That would be crazy.
Let's see. Go.
No, but it's another Genesis song.
Oh.
You want to do some Genesis?
Sure.
All right.
Not Squonk.
Fountain of Salmacis, I think is how you say it. Salmacis? Salmacis? Someone's got to correct us, right? Fountain of
Salmacis? Did they say it in the song?
Oh man, I'm going to look so stupid.
Honey, you've played it 11 times.
I should know by now if it's in the song lyrics, right?
We'll find out. So
I don't remember it being in there, but it very well could be.
8 minutes, Genesis from Nursery Crime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Sure. 8 minutes.
8 minutes, that's nothing in
That's
prog.
Nothing. I can do that.
All right, let's listen to some classic Genesis.
You can see that you've worn me down over the years because I used to be 8 minutes? Why is this song so long? And now I'm yeah,
that's pretty decent.
8 minutes.
Yeah. That's what prog will do to you.
I know.
That's what happens.
I know what else is out there, so.
That's what happens when I do reviews, too. I'm oh, yeah, and then there's a bunch of shorter songs in a row. There's a 7-minute one, an 8-minute one. And then we get to the big epic. It's in the real world, a 7-minute song is a really long song.
That's a really long song.
All right. Classic Genesis.
Classic Genesis from...
The Fountain of Salmacis.
Nursery Crime.
From Nursery Crime.
Probably in the 70s?
Yeah.
I've heard songs from this before.
I believe it's
1971. 1971.
Yeah.
We got it.
We're doing good here. All right.
Oh, shoot. I gotta get
your notepad ready.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go.
son of gods, so afraid of Ella. As the dawn creeps up the sky, the hunter caught sight of a doe. In desire for conquest, he found himself within a glade he'd not beheld before. Where are you, my father? And as his strength began to fail, he saw a shimmering lake, a shadow in the dark green depths disturbed the strange tranquility. The waters are disturbed. Some creature has been stirred.
Salmacis.
As he rushed to quench his thirst, a fountain spring appeared before him, and as his heated breath brushed through the cool mist, a liquid voice called, "Son of gods, drink from my spring." The water tasted strangely sweet. Behind him the voice called again. He turned and saw her in a cloak of mist alone. And as he gazed, her eyes were filled with the darkness of the lake. We shall be one. We shall rejoin as one.
right. That's it.
That was a weird one.
Yeah. I was about to say that's one of the like more proggier things we've done recently.
I wrote very proggy.
There you go. Which I love, by the way.
I wrote Nate loves this.
Yeah, that's true.
This is one of those proggy songs that I'm like, there's so much going on here. I don't know what to fixate on or like listen to, and sometimes I feel overwhelmed by it.
Fair, yeah.
It's just a weird one for me. So, the first thing I wrote though was that I never really noticed the album cover before until it was up here, and that those are heads as croquet balls.
Oh, yes.
So nursery crime is, has a deeper meaning.
There you go. You're starting to figure it out.
And then I wrote that it was just a kind of a weird song. Like, I wrote that at the very beginning. Like, it just sounded kind of weird and kind of, like, off-kilter and, like, a very, very proggy. And random vocals. Like, I couldn't, like, pick out really a melody anywhere. And there was this... I'm assuming it was a keyboard, but it was, like, some kind of, like... like, sound, like, over, like, the course of it, which, like, gave this... almost like it could either be like an ominous sound or it could be like a fun happy sound depending on like how you looked at it, like it was just it was like going over all of the music for a couple minutes and it was really interesting, like how they layered all the different sounds in there and how they were all adding to the feeling of it, which for me was like a feeling of like
chaos.
Yeah, chaos, but and the lyrics I believe we're talking about some kind of
it's a more like fantastical story.
Fountain.
Yeah, like mythology kind of thing.
Or something like that. Yeah. Nymph, yeah. Very proggy. I wrote that. Random instruments like playing musical like little bits and pieces every here and there. Nate loves this.
Sure.
He's playing his air keyboard and conducting the sound waves below where the camera can see.
Stop. You're always telling all the secrets. Yeah. I do that out of the camera for a reason.
Well, that's why I'm here, though.
Oh man.
And then at the end there was a section that was really cool. That was like really fun and building the sound upon the sound upon the sound, but still weird. And then there was moments of what I called I wrote it as normal music, which to you is probably boring. But there was like 10 seconds of what like sounded like a normal rock song, and I'm like, oh, it's finally gonna like get into like this gear of like something that like I'm really gonna like love, and it nope, it's gone. It's gone. It's back into the weird stuff. And I'm not saying I
one of your
hated this. It was it's not one of my favorites, but like I could see what they were doing and like building like all the different sounds and making it this really complex piece of music.
Yeah.
And that was really great. And of course, like their talent is on display. Of course, they're amazing at what they're doing. If it's not my cup of tea, that's okay.
Yeah.
But it's clearly your cup of tea, and I love that for you. So
thank you.
I'm glad that it's a song you love. And it's okay if I don't love it.
That's okay. Yeah. I kind of understood that when we did the show. Like, there's going to be cases of, like, songs I absolutely love and think are great, and you just don't get or just don't care for. Yeah. And that's totally fine. And I think, to be honest, a lot of this kind of music, sometimes I hate when people say this, but it takes like several listens to really appreciate, because there's so many things going on, like you mentioned.
Yeah, it's very complex music.
I think since I've heard this at least 11 times, right?
At least 11 times.
But probably much, much more than that. I think it's helped me to understand the song better and to like know what to expect and be able to piece the puzzle together so that it all makes sense to my ears and isn't just like this random chaotic mess of sound, And sometimes I think prog kind of takes it's time, you have to do that a little bit with it.
Yeah.
But I do think my brain was kind of predispositioned to like this kind of music, mostly from my dad's influence.
Yeah. You have a prog brain.
I have a prog brain, so this
#prog brain
doesn't throw me off. And sometimes the weirder the better, because it's unique and interesting. Like I am looking for music that's beyond just your standard 3-minute pop song. I want to find something that's more creative and more artistic. And, this has a big storytelling vibe, like everything Peter Gabriel does. He's telling this really fantastical story, and the music is really evoking the spirit of what he's trying to convey. And I love those like big washes that keep coming through. It's one of the most iconic, prog sounds to me, is just the like wash of music that comes, several times in the piece. It's just really cool. And it has a little bit of everything, it has some cool, more of their kind of minstrel-esque kind of balladry, but it also has these heavier, higher octane, proggy moments as well. And I just love the balance and blend of all these different styles and things going together and telling this really cool, interesting, unique story that you don't hear like in standard pop music. So I love it.
You can tell.
So,
you're very articulate about it. That's why you have the channel and talk
you
about
keep saying
prog
that,
music.
but
that was amazing what you just said.
No, I don't know.
Whereas I'm like, it's kind of weird.
The problem is no one gets this far into the video, so like only a small fraction.
If you've gotten into this far into the video, comment with like a firecracker emoji or something. I'm just curious who gets this far.
Okay. It'll be a fun little game we play. If you've made the 22 plus minute mark or whatever.
Comment a firecracker emoji.
All right. That's probably enough of my blabbering about this, but I love it.
I love hearing you talk about the music you love.
Yeah. So, great song. Let us know in the comments. Are you on the side of Jana being kind of weird, or
are you a prog fan or a prog, appreciator? I don't know. What am I?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Prog wife.
Prog wife. Yeah, that's our old terminology. Or actually, it was non-prog wife. So you've evolved.
Yeah, I'm evolved
to a prog wife. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for your views and your comments and all your support. We are very appreciative. And subscribe if you haven't yet. We do this weekly, and I have all kinds of other videos on the channel that I do to bring new music to everyone's ears. So thank you guys for your support, and we'll see you in a future episode.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy the music.